Let's piss some people off.
Hello everyone and welcome to Confessions from the Parking Lot. I've been thinking about all the things that happened to me during every day, honestly, and I'm like, my husband was the one who suggested for me to share all the stuff that I go through, and I usually don't, out of fear of coming off stuck up or something. There's already too much that people think and speculate when they see me, and not that I care, it's just that they're like, oh yes, because you're so pretty and this and whatever. If you guys only knew that I know I'm not ugly, the opinion of myself is this: I love myself a lot. It has taken so many years of me working on myself within me to love myself as much and to not give a about nothing, and just to be me. But with that comes a lot. It comes with a lot, and it comes with this heaviness of having to deal with people and their perceptions and what they think of you and whatnot. And people are like, oh yeah, but that's okay, because don't worry, as long as they get to know you or whatever. That's the thing, not everybody gets to know me or wants to know me, and that's okay. So even though it's 1:59 p.m., I'm supposed to be cooking. I just came back from the grocery store. And every time I have an interaction with someone that it's different, I always think about it and I always reflect on it, and it inspires me more. And sometimes it's hard for me to see what people see because I'm just existent. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. And this is something I will try to do every so often. So if I already dropped the episode 8, I'm literally recording this Monday. Just came back from my mini cruise, my 5th wedding anniversary celebration. We had mad fun. We had so much fun, and I'm tired. I was up since 5 something in the morning. I said I'm not gonna do my makeup. We're just gonna board, be there at whatever we have to be, to be boarded at 6:45, 7 something, so we could then drive 2 hours back home. I had to come home, do everything that I do after we travel, but do the laundry. And I came home, did that, put a couple things away. It's a mess, my house right now, but I decided to, I don't feel like it because I'm tired. Look at me. I'm tired. I don't feel like doing shit, but I gotta do it because then tomorrow I'm gonna be mad at myself, typical Virgo, for not cooking today to have dinner tomorrow at night. I love that. I love doing my meal preps during the weekend. And since I came back today, well, it's gonna be today, and it is what it is. And I gotta push through. And my feet hurt. But anyways, it was mad fun. So I go and I'm like, I don't get self-conscious. I don't get nothing if I don't have makeup on. It's just, my God, my eyebrows, how crazy they look. It's just, that's how I prefer to go out. Plus, I'm constantly recording content, so I feel more comfortable when I have my makeup on. I know a lot of people tell me, especially my husband, honey, you look so gorgeous with your makeup on. You don't even have to put makeup on for when you record your episodes. And I'm here like, bruh, are you sure? Cause it's not like about, the makeup thing is for myself. Doing my makeup for me is relaxing, and it's a ritual because I am not a morning person. So I found this thing that it makes me like calm myself and like get in a rhythm and get in a schedule, and that's doing my makeup, doing my skincare routine, doing my makeup, and then recording my content, draft it or edit if it's an episode or whatever. But that's what I do, I just schedule those because I don't have time to be on my phone all the time. So what happens when I literally dragging ass to go to the supermarket? I'm here like, So I live here. I just leave home. I'm talking with one of my best friends, and we're just talking. We're catching up because we talk every day. So I'm here like, I'm just like dragging ass, but I gotta do it. Because then I also gotta get my husband's his things as well for his meal preps and stuff. He has a different diet that I do. I want to keep myself on this weight, which I gain weight, which is good. And he wants to lose weight. So here I am just minding my freaking business like always. Like, I think that I have a very good awareness of the people that surround me. I'm always wrong. When I think that I've seen everyone that has seen me while I'm walking, that's when I am totally wrong. The universe just proves me wrong, period. I exit my vehicle. I always take my coat with me because I get cold in the supermarket. I'm always cold. So I'm here like, let's just do this. I don't want to do this, but let's go. And complaining to my best friend as well. And I just exit my vehicle. My vehicle, as some of you guys might already know, I got a new car, thank God. And I'm very blessed to have it. I got an Escalade, and it's pretty cool, and now I'm thinking, like, because that's the thing, I don't like for whatever I drive to define who I am. And I know whatever we drive, I know, or maybe not, maybe not, but like most, oftentimes, yes, whatever we drive defines our status in society. Not always, but in my case it does, thank God. I have a successful business with my husband, and I'm really happy, and I have all the things that I've wanted. We still have more goals to achieve. But I've never been the kind of person to let materialistic things define me. So that's why I have an issue with it. So I'm just minding my own business. I get out of the car, talking to my friend. I get up to where the carts are inside. I get one. As I'm getting one, putting everything together in the cart, I see this kid. He's like 8, 9 years old. A little cutesy boy. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, he's by himself. And I'm like, and then I see a girl, like she was like from 12 to 14 years old, and the mom. And they're all waving at me. I'm like talking to my friend, trying to realize what's going on. I am not really like very recognized because I'm on TikTok or whatever. It has happened, but it doesn't happen a lot. It's not like, I'm not that famous. And I'm like, like trying to figure out why they're saying hi and why they're like, hey. And I'm here like, ah. I'm like, what now? And the mom comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, we just saw you. Get out of the car. And the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, your hair, you're so pretty, you're so gorgeous. And also, we love your car. And I'm like, this is not how I usually go out. I love doing my makeup. That is a ritual for me. There's nothing wrong with going out with no makeup. It's just that that's like a routine in my life every week for whatever I do. My podcast, the videos, everything I do, I like to put makeup on. That's who I am. And it doesn't define me. But it makes me look inwards and be like, right now, I don't feel like I look that great because I'm tired and I feel like, like I think I look like how I feel, how tired I feel. But then they keep saying that, and then I'm like, oh, okay, and this and whatever, and I'm like, okay, yeah, thank you. So we kept seeing each other at, crossing on different aisles and whatever. The boy would be like, hey, nice lady. And the girl, she was like, hey. And it was different. It was like something ignited in that girl. She was so curious about me, and that made me wonder. And I was like, But I just kept doing the usual thing, getting my stuff, thinking that nobody's looking at me, of course, but I'm always wrong. People are looking at me. So I keep on doing my stuff, and then here's the thing. There's these expectations that we have as of how we're seeing, how we're looked at, how we think we look better. But what we don't realize is that it's not just the makeup, it's who you are, and like your aura, your energy, the way you carry yourself. That's what defines you, and that's what people look at. You can have zero makeup like I have right now. Zero makeup. And extremely tired. And they just thought like I was this biggest, cutest, gorgeous doll. And I'm like, I should be loving myself more. I should not be so hard to myself. Like, oh my God, look at you. Look how you look. Like, you're so tired. This and that. We're always judging ourselves. We're always constantly, oh, you don't look good enough. Society does this to us, and I have to admit it. Even though whatever I do and the makeup I do every day is for me, sometimes I feel like if I don't have makeup, it's like, no, I don't want to go out if I don't have makeup, because that's something like very intimate for me. If I don't put on makeup, it's like, I don't want to go out. And I know I'm gonna get, that's the thing, and even though I get like I'm in my little bubble also, like when I have my makeup and I'm just like spaced out, and people like go boop, and they're just like telling me stuff, and they catch me out of like, and I'm here like, okay, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at that. I'm so awful. There's like this lie we internalize that it's like we don't feel it enough, or we don't feel like worthy if we're not like done, or like with makeup, it's like we're not worthy of being noticed. And what I've noticed is that even without makeup, people still talk to me the same way if I had my cat eye and my little bling things in my face. I also think it comes from a place of like, because even though I like doing my makeup, I do take a lot of time doing my makeup, and it's like, oh god, like in order for me to look good, like my brain immediately associates, like in order for you to look perfect, which means exactly how I like to look when I have makeup on, it equals sacrifice. It equals that I have to be done, that I have to like do that thing in order to look good. And sometimes, more often than I would like to admit, people compliment me no matter what, and it feels even more uncomfortable when I don't have makeup. It's like I have like, oh yeah, it's because I have makeup. Oh yeah, it's because I'm wearing this. No, and it's just my face, and it's just me. Like I said, I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not a fugling. But also, I don't see myself, have never seen myself like better than anybody, or prettier than anybody, or I don't know, like I'm weird. I know I'm weird, and I don't define myself by what I drive or whatever, or I don't get out of my car thinking that I'm the shit or nothing. It's just a car. It's a nice car. But there's more to me than that. And that's what showed me today. It showed me that the way I carry myself, the way I walk, the way I smile, my aura, I don't know, just my presence makes people curious. They're like, who is she? Like, I want to be like her. I don't know what she is, but I want to be like her. And it's funny because it's a young girl, and it means a lot to me because I want to impact people in a good way, in a way of like inspiring, in a way. And I'm like, and it's like I don't have makeup on, and I'm tired, and still they see in me what I don't see in me when I don't have makeup, which is, how messed up is that? It is so crazy to me how people perceive our light, even though we feel like our light is like dim, or like when we don't feel good. And sometimes like the version of us that we think is invisible is the one that touches people the most. Like, remember, you are criticizing yourself. You scrutinize your face, your hair, everything. People see a wonder. And it all depends on how you move and how you act, and if you're kind, and if you're nice, and if you smile to them, you're a good person. And I talked about this on a TikTok I made the other day. The fact that I wish that more women would lift up other women, because we live in a world that is already too cruel for people being mean, or for trolls or whatever. I'm always like so busy and like so in my head, or like if I'm like walking by myself, like not talking to anybody, I'm probably listening to music or just in my head planning, because I'm always like on a schedule. But the fact that they saw me since I got out of my car, followed me all the way there, I was not gonna lie, I was kind of scared, because I'm like, who are you? And how come you know what car I have? And that has happened to me a lot, but I never talk about it. I never do. But I want to start sharing those things, because they do inspire me. It makes me see how other people see me, and it makes me love myself even more, because I'm living in my truth. I'm not trying to be anybody else that I'm not. I would never. I have worked so hard to be me, and to dress authentically myself, and to dress who I am, and to be who I am, and to own who the fuck I am. So when people get to see that side of me, that is like, that's what I live for. And here's another thing. We were taught that, that beauty is a presentation, that we have to show up a certain way. Hair done, makeup done, the hair has to be flawless. At least in the Latino culture, Puerto Rican culture, that's how we are. Period. That it requires effort, it requires perfection and control. And then, when you're in your childhood or early womanhood, the conditioning that they put you through society as to, don't go out looking crazy. Don't be looking crazy now. Always look put together. You can't look the shot, and that gets in your head. That's how we grow up. And then everybody has a different meaning for what it's like to go out, really done. I have my definition. Some other people have definition. Maybe someone else's definition of being done is looking like me. No makeup and just, hair done and whatever. But to me, all done is makeup. And my perfume and my nice dresses and whatever. That's all done. But I have been embracing a little bit more being without makeup, going out, because even for the supermarket, I put makeup on. Today I didn't. I woke up and I was like, no, I ain't gonna do that. Another thing they tell you when you're growing up, they're like, you never know who's looking at you. But then that creates pressure, in a sense that we're only valuable when curated. When we're all done. When we're all from head to toe. And it's exhausting. The performance that we're expected to give just to be worthy of attention. Even though, day to day, that is so not me. My makeup is for myself. For example, I was at a cruise this last weekend, and yes, I wore some pieces that I knew that were gonna catch attention, and that will I will get compliments, and I know what I wear. I love my shit. I love fashion. I know I'm gonna get attention. I was wearing a skeleton, like this part of right here, like resembling my ribs or whatever. Like it was like a chest plate, with a black dress that I bought a whole bunch months ago, and I was able to wear it last night, and it did get a lot of attention. So I get ready for that because I know it's gonna happen. But for the everyday, that's normal to me. And to me, I love getting my makeup done. I love doing it. I don't like the time I take because I don't like to rush things, and I'm not a pro at doing makeup either. Here's something else that caught my attention, and is that I kept seeing them, right? They kept saying hi. They kept saying bye. I was checking out and I was about to pay. And the girl comes over. She was at another cashier and her mom was there paying, about to pay. And she goes over to me again. And I'm here like, looking at the cashier, looking at her. I'm here like, and she's like, yes, can I ask you a personal question? And I'm here like, oh shoot, like, what now? So she asks me, what do you do for work? And I'm here like, why do you ask me that? Because I was just like, you never know. You never know. People out there asking you what you do, and you're here like telling all your business to a kid, and you never know. Like, just, this world is kind of crooked, so you never know. So I asked her that, and she's like, no, because my mom was wondering, she was talking to us, and she was wondering, what do you do for work? Because of your car, because the car that you came in at, and also the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you speak, everything about you speaks something different. Mind you, this girl can't be less than 12 years old. And I'm here like, have my friend still on the phone, have the cashier waiting for me to pay here, and I have this little young girl asking me what I do for work. And she's like, because my mom was probably she's saying that probably she has her own business. Maybe she's a boss bitch. And I'm like, And you know what? That's what I want to be when I grow up. And I was like, oh God. And she's like, what do you do? Do you have your own business? I'm like, I do have my own business. My husband and I, we have our own business. And I told her about what. And so, and she's like, you're such a wonderful human being and such a wonderful woman. And you're so worthy of admiring. Mind you, she doesn't know shit about me. This girl doesn't know anything about me, and she's seen something more that I don't know. I'm here like, but girl, I haven't talked to you like enough for you to, I don't know. Like, what was that? And it left me thinking. I was like, So I went to the parking lot. They were going, and I was after them, and they were all waving at me. They were all saying bye, bye. Like, with such love and such admiration that I was like, and the girl, she gave me a hug. She's like, thank you so much for talking to me. She gave me a hug. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, yeah, from the side. So, what I gather from this girl sees me getting off of my car. She sees me the way I walk, the way I carry myself, and that was just enough for her to say, I want to be like her. And I haven't even spoken to her. There has to be something more there that gave her that inspiration. And that's what I want to be. I want to be an inspiration for young women, for teenagers, for young moms, for women, for men as well. But the things I've gone through, I can talk about a woman's perspective. And right now, it's about when you don't feel like you're gonna be seen because you don't have makeup on. Like, you don't exist. That's what we get accustomed to. So I'm happy that she was able to see a woman that is in her power, a woman that has her shit together, and that has more things that she could ever imagine in life at this age. Because if you talk to me about 5-7 years ago, we had to struggle to make it here. So the message I want to leave you guys with is, do not wait for a good faith day to show up. Just show up. Just be you. You know, this is the pure example that you don't even know who you're inspiring just by existing, just by walking. I did not know they were looking at me until they were entering the supermarket and they were waving at me like I was their aunt or something. It's kind of confusing, but it does happen. So I'm used to being, getting glammed, and like, also I want to remind you guys that your aura doesn't wipe off if you don't have makeup. With a makeup wipe, you can't wipe that off. You still you. You're still beautiful. You're still that person. You still her. Just without makeup. You're still the same person. And that is something that I have to remind myself more often. And everybody tells me, my friends tell me, Iris, you look gorgeous without makeup. Iris, your face is so gorgeous. It's so intact. And I'm like, hey, yeah. Because we're used to look at ourselves and look at all the flaws. That's what's up. But we gotta stop being mean to ourselves and being like, oh, look at my dark circles. What dark circles? I only have a little bit here. But this is my face without makeup. These are my cheeks. My cheeks are that high. They're always gonna be that high. And also, I don't know who needs to hear this today, but people see you. They see you. Even when you think they don't see you. Even when you don't feel like you're enough. People see you. They don't have to say anything. You just gotta be aware. And I have friends like this as well. I have a friend that she cannot notice for shit when people are looking at her. Or like literally gawking at her. I'm here like, and she's like, and I'm like, girl, hey. She's like, what? I've told her things after, like, no, when we were here and this and that and this happened, and she's like, what? Why didn't you tell me? I'm like, girl, that was too easy. Like, how come? Another thing I want to leave you guys with is, you don't have to prove your beauty. You just have to be it. You don't have to prove you're beautiful to nobody. It starts with you. It starts with whatever you want to do. It starts with whatever you feel comfortable with. If you're not the makeup, the nail, the hair, the glamour, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That doesn't make you less of a woman. But now, if that's who you want to be, then I must tell you, you have to work towards it. Because you can't be like, oh, easy for her because she's like that. But why don't you ask yourself, what have I done to work on myself to have the confidence to walk the way I walk and to be seen the way I'm seen? I do know I'm never looking to the floor. I'm never hunching. I'm always like, my eyesight is like here, like. And I guess that's something that stayed with me since I was modeling. We were always taught to always be like super like straight up and walk like super like. That's something that if you are a model, that's gonna stay with you for life. I don't model anymore, like do catwalks or whatever, but that's something that stays with you for life. That shapes you in a way that you have no idea. So to wrap this mini episode 8.5 up, I just want to let you guys know, like, you know, if today's one of those days that it's like you feel off, that you're just like, I don't feel cute, I feel ugly today, I feel that, you know, I hope this makes you see yourself a little differently. We're human beings, and we're supposed to be loved and liked for who we are on the inside, and that has to match, you know, the outside needs to match the inside. Because what's the whole purpose of me looking fly all the time and then being an ugly person inside? No, you gotta match the same energy just to be happy. Not that you have to, because I tell you, it's just like, what's the point? And that's something I did not know existed a long time ago. I had to learn it. Somebody told me that I needed to learn what was the beauty privilege. And I used to have friends telling me, Spice, is that you're the kind of person that you can walk into any place and you can get whatever you want. And I'm like, I would not understand shit of what they were talking about. I did not know what they were talking about. And I'm like, what? No, I can't. Yes, you can. But is that, I don't, like, what are you talking about? And then they would explain, here's the thing, like, somebody with a face like yours and a body like yours walks into a place and says da 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 da, and they would get it. I'm like, but why would I do that? And she's like, see, that's the thing, that you're not like that. But there are girls, they're pretty girls, that because they're pretty girls, they feel entitled to be a certain way. Like, what? I did not understand that, and it took me a long time. Did I put it to the test? I did put it to the test. Am I able to get away with certain things because I'm pretty? Yes, but I also don't ask in a nasty way. I'm always super nice, and I'm always please and thank you. And that's the way I talk to everyone, with a lot of respect and never condescending, because that's another thing about entitled people. So this was supposed to be a short episode. It's 2:50. Anyways, the only thing I wanted to let you guys know is, and the only thing that I was reflecting on, is how we see ourselves and how other perceives us, and just to love yourself. Look inwards. This is something I'm also working on. This is not something I'm an expert at, because I'm coming to you from like intrigue mode, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? Because I'm as confused as you would be. If somebody was like gawking over you and you feel like all disheveled and all effed up, you're like, are they okay? Like, they're not blind. But no, that's how people see you. And that's how you gotta learn how to love yourself. So thank you for watching. This episode is gonna be in between 8 and 9. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, please put a purple emoji. And thank you for watching. Share it, subscribe, hit that bell button. Share it with your friends. Come on, let's create a community, alright? So, this was Confessions from the Parking Lot with Spice. Thank you so much and see you on episode 9. You take care, guys. Love you.
And remember, we're unfiltered, unapologetic, and unstoppable. That's that.